just been upstairs writing a little letter about deadlifts and how they're so beneficial for people to do, especially the ladies. So what I thought I'd do is I'd come down, I'd get a bar on the floor, and I would demonstrate quickly how to do one, so as that when you go to the gym, everything's going to be okay and you're not going to hurt yourself. So let me just chuck that down here. Okay, now, first thing to do when you go into the bar is that you've got to make sure that, probably ideally, you're not lifting from any lower than this as a beginner. So I've got an Olympic plate. In our gym we've got the bumper plates, which are all Olympic lifting size. If you go and get a 10 or a 5 kilo plate in a conventional gym, it's probably going to be about that far in its radius, so it's going to be sitting closer to the ground, which would be like a deficit deadlift, which as a beginner is probably not an ideal thing to do. So in that case, what you might want to do is grab a bar and start from the upright position. Now with your grip, it's cool to use a double overhand grip, especially at a lighter weight, but as you get heavier, you might go for an over-under grip. Okay, so you're going to use this grip, and at the same time, that's up to you whether you go left hand under, right hand over. I prefer this way. That's my overhand underhand grip. So as I'm doing this with the bar, I start with my shoulders back. I'm going to come forwards to the knees and back up. And what I'm doing here is I'm extending my hamstring, looking forwards, and pushing my bottom back. Okay? So I'm not squatting by putting my knees forwards. I'm running the bar down my leg to the knees, back to the top. Once I get to my knees, I'm comfortable with that movement, I can start to extend down over the knees into a squat position, back to the top. And what I'm making sure that I do is I'm not, with the bar, I'm not traveling any lower than the bar that's in front of me right there, because that's my Olympic lifting height. That's an ideal height. Back to the top. Okay, so now get rid of the bar. And I use a normal bar with a bumper plate. So from here, I like to get my shins in nice and close to the bar, from the front on view. I've got a narrow stance. So that allows my arms to come straight down next to my knees. And I grab the bar just inside the knurling there. So I've got a narrow grip. And from here, I can just pull straight through from the top. And then the same thing on the way down. I'm going to run it down the leg to the knee, then bring the knee forwards. So you notice my back isn't rounding. As I come up, I'm not trying to lift the bar out over my knees. I'm just pulling the bar straight up. And the easiest way for me to think about that is me pushing my hips through. I push my hip through, like this. Hip through. I'm not trying to move up and lift the bar. I'm just trying to run the hip straight through. Boom. So I'm extending my hamstrings on the way through. My hamstrings are active, my butt's active, my upper back, my lower back. All the muscles that aren't being used whilst you're sitting on your desk at work doing nothing. Well, maybe not doing nothing, but at least, you know, not physically doing anything. Okay, so that's the deadlift. Make sure you incorporate that into your training, and I'll see you in the gym. Bye.